As the leader of the Booner Path, I lead from the front.
All right, boys. Lock in.
It's our core foundation, man. Grit.
I'm fired up. I'm fired the up, boys.
It's pumping right now. It's got my juices pumping, boys.
Welcome. What?
No, dude, I just saw a tweet. Made me laugh really hard.
Welcome to Crunch Time Sports with Jeff and Booner. It's Friday, September 19th. And I have to just say this now, man. I mean, our regular scheduled programming on Fridays features the one and only Sam Flannel. Today, Sam Flannel will not be joining us. He couldn't make it. He can't make it today. So, unfortunately, although it is Flannel Fridays, he will not be joining today. So, yeah, it's you know.
And I just got a text message as well.
Cue the music, man. It's just, yeah, it sucks.
I just got a text too.
What?
It's more breaking news.
What breaking news?
Our regularly scheduled programming with Caleb Czarnik is also canceled for today.
Okay.
He just texted me and said he is gone. We did know he was going on a golf trip, like a Ryder Cup golf trip with the boys, his fellas up north. We knew that. Didn't realize. I guess we didn't realize he was gone today. We thought it was just Saturday morning. That's on us, though. That's
what kind of operation are we running around here? I mean,
we got to be better, man. We do. We have to be better.
Wow. Phil, this place is absolutely falling apart.
We're here at least. Like we're off and rolling. That's a positive, right?
Yeah, we're here. Yeah. I mean,
we'll hold down Pick'em. We'll hold it down. We got the fort. Don't worry.
Wow. You know what? Maybe we'll see. Maybe we can grab maybe I can reach out. Maybe we can get like Gentry for Pick'em or something. Maybe I'll see if we can snag it.
Let me text him. I'll break the news.
Yeah.
Let me be Shefty over here.
Let me see if we can get. We'll snag another Crunch Time member here. I don't know. We got the Crunch Time boys, man, flaking. Joking aside, actually, they do have already. They had plans, so I can't be mad at them. I can't.
No, flaking for sure.
But they're flaking. Yeah.
Yeah, no, flaking.
We'll try. Maybe
Phil said call Broder. Get Broder out for a pickup. That would be funny.
Oh, we love Broder. Yeah, he's
Broder's
always
the best, dude.
I don't know if
he was in the show yesterday, I think.
Yeah, no, Broder's the man. He is the man. Yeah, Pick'em will still be scheduled. We'll still be doing it. You know, maybe we can get Gentry, but yeah, you know. It is what it is. Klotz, we still talk to Klotz. We still hang out with Klotz. He's good. He just doesn't have he's not with his setup right now, or else he could join. Once
he gets a setup, we need to get that man like a couple segments each week.
He'll be back in the mix. He'd be the guy he'd be doing Pick'em as well, but or doing other things. But yeah, that's the update there. So Klotzy's still a part of it. Trust me, he actually is doing pretty good in Pick'em. He still does Pick'em with the boys. I mean, I think he has a winning record in Pick'em right now.
Yeah, you know what? I felt there was a moment for me this week that I felt how you felt at the end of last year. When I did Klotz's, I was like, dude, we picked like 10 more games than him, and he's just sitting ahead of us. And it was like, I would want to know what he picked last week. I genuinely was a little like, I don't want to say upset, but I was a little like, come on, man. Like,
you see what I'm saying?
A full 10 games is a lot. Now I see what you're saying when it's like 30 or 40 games. You're sitting there going like, dude, you could have lost 80% of those games.
Yeah. It's like this is probably a disrespectful comparison, but it's like AQM having the same pass rush win rate as like TJ Watt, and he's had like a fraction of the snaps. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I would like to respectfully disagree with that.
You know what I'm saying? Is that not a fair comp?
No, I would disagree with you.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? That's fair. Yeah. Irv, he says, fellas, can you tell me why does it feel like Dan and Brad don't want media and fans to question about the edge in their
decisions? Fellas, can you tell me why it feels like Dan and Brad don't? I would have to guess it's because most people that are at a high level in their job don't like to be told how to do their job. That's my like.
Oh, that's not even. Yeah, that's fair.
I don't think it has anything to do. I think it's just like a human nature, and those guys are good guys, so I'm sure.
And
that's my guess, though.
Athletes, all athletes, rightfully so. By the way, it's the only reason why they've made it to that level. Have big egos.
Yeah.
Dan, former player. Brad was a player. Like they, you know, and I don't think Dan has a big ego, like he's an asshole or anything. But it comes with. They don't like being told, to your point, like, you know, we know what they want to say. Have you played in the NFL? And you're telling me what to do with my team?
Yeah, I don't know if they want to say that's the Ryan Clark approach.
It's like, but they'll never say that. But I guess that might be a vibe where Brad's like, really, you've never worked in a front office. You're going to tell
Brian
me.
Or Brad's never played in the NFL either. So he'd really.
But I guess he's been around football. He's been around he's been in front offices. I bet there's where he's like the media or fans try to tell me what to do. And they've never been in this position, but it's like, Brad, I mean, doesn't take someone working in a front office to just acknowledge that edge is a need on this team. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't really
But I do think there's a side where they like do understand, like people, especially like in media who've been doing it a while or, you know, covers teams. Like, I don't think we're all that dumb, you know, like we still are able to look at the game the same way he does. Right. We all still look at it with the same lens. He didn't play in the NFL. We didn't either. I'm obviously like, I don't think you have to play in the NFL to be able to know how to look at the game and go about it, or if you need a defensive end or, you know, all of that. So I think he knows that as well. I think it's just more so like when you get asked that question 30 million times, eventually you're probably going to have some sort of reaction, like a worse reaction towards it.
Yeah. I wonder, I should have asked the doc, when's the next time Brad speaks?
It's probably not for a while.
Right? Probably like trade deadline or something.
Yeah, that's probably it. It might not even. I don't even know if he speaks during the trade deadline. I think it's just more so like the off season you get more Brad. In season it's just Dan. Unless there's like maybe a big move that's made or a big contract, maybe you get Brad. But outside of that, all right. I got news from Gentry.
What do you say?
He said, "I'm out to eat. I might be home in time. Can you send me the games either way?" At the old Johnny Black's, Boone. I don't know what that is.
Johnny Black's?
Yeah.
That is there's different. I don't know which Johnny Black. There's one
never heard of it, never been.
It's probably the one he is in the Shores, St. Clair Shores.
Yeah, his stomping ground.
Yeah, Johnny Black. He's at the old Johnny Black's. Shout out to Gentry, man. Hopefully he can Super Bowl. He's out to eat, not down for the grind. Yeah. No, that's funny. Hopefully Gentry can join us, man. That'd be fun. I do have the injury report for this week. I mean, we talked about it yesterday, but update for today. They had practice on Friday. Davenport, no practice all week. I do have a tweet from some of the Lions beat writers to kind of give more context to what he's dealing with. Jack Campbell, light practice. He's going to play. He's probably just battling that ankle injury. Kirby, same thing. That he's nursing his knee, but he'll play. Limited. Yeah, same with DJ Reed, the knee, but light practice, he'll play.
And I love how you say light practice. I think it's so funny. Like light practice, like take it easy, boys.
Yeah,
it is.
Like
It's
warm-ups.
like it's limited practice. So, but light. I like how you go light.
Limited practice.
I like the light, dude.
Different verbiage. All right, similar meanings. Limited practice. Taylor Decker, full practice. So, yeah, he'll play too. When I saw him in the injury report yesterday, I was like, there's no way he doesn't play in this game.
Yeah.
I just don't see it. And then Trevor Nowaski and Sione Vaki are back. So, we already kind of talked about that yesterday. So, yeah, the only player that's probably going to be out is Marcus Davenport on this list. Like, truthfully, in my opinion. I mean, anything can happen. But.
Yeah, I don't know Sione. It sounds like Sione's finally going to play. Trevor Nowaski's going to play. That's huge for special teams, both of them. Taylor Decker, can you throw that back up there again? Sorry, I was reading the list.
No,
Threw it off. DJ Reed's probably the DJ Reed one, the knee. That's an interesting one. Same with Kirby. The Kirby and Jack one's just been going on for weeks, and they just keep playing through it. So nothing there. I mean,
Jack re-injured. Do you see that he re-injured the ankle in the Bears game?
Didn't know that.
Yeah, it looked
didn't
like
know that.
He re-injured it, but
he'll be good though. Limited both day or limited today, so he's on a an incline there. That's what we like to see.
Yeah, because he injured it. I want to say was the Packers game. I think he did re-injure it against them. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought he was a play where he was on the ground and he twisted up his ankle. But well, I don't know. I could be wrong on that. But at least he's going to play, so that's good news. Yeah. I do have this tweet from Colton Poundsy. It's a little bit more on Marcus Davenport for those who are wondering. He tweeted, Lions edge Marcus Davenport was spotted with his right arm in a sling in the locker room Friday. So this is like where it could be what we were talking about yesterday, where maybe it's like shoulder, but they have it as chest. I don't really know. I'm not a doctor, but I don't know. Right arm in a sling. Campbell said the Lions will know more later in the week. I talked to Doc today. Me and Boone texted him. Doc was saying he expects maybe something tomorrow. You'll hear more.
Yeah, we just keep hearing later in the week, and it's like it's late week. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
we're at late week now. It's time to hear what's going on.
Yeah. Oh, Nick P says no. That feels pectoral. Maybe.
Yeah, that's my thought process. Is pec, man.
Yeah, maybe
if they say chest, and then maybe they just have him in a sling, so it's not like I don't know. Maybe his shoulder as well. Maybe this man might have got like 3 injuries in one game. He can't catch a break, dude. I feel genuinely bad for the guy. I'm not gonna lie.
It does kind of seem that way. If it pecs are not, I mean, dude, those injuries are a little brutal, man. I think Kalijah Cansey just tore his pec for the Bucs. He's out for the season.
Out for the year.
Yeah, you have Ahmed. I don't think it was as bad as like a Cansey, so he should be back. But if it is a pec injury, I mean, this could be like most of the season. If it's on the lighter side, maybe like he comes back before the playoffs, which maybe people aren't as upset with that. But yeah, that's brutal.
I don't like this, dude. I just don't.
2 games, man.
I get very bad vibes from this whole situation.
Like you think it's going to be bad? Like
yeah, I feel like a lot of people. I keep getting a lot of like tweets and comments when we post about Davenport, and people are like, "Well, he's not on IR yet," and it's like that to me. It doesn't matter. I just get like the vibes of like he's in a sling. Like maybe he is fine, and we're like just like scarred from the past with him. They're just I can't wrap my head around is the second look. Like we need a second opinion on this injury. I don't understand how you can justify hearing we need a second opinion and it potentially being, it's good. Like a second opinion means the first one was bad. I can't justify it being a good injury. Unless the second opinion comes back and they're like, no, he's actually not as bad as you guys, the first opinion was. That's the only positive out of it.
Well, yeah, you don't want it to be like a situation where he gets diagnosed with like a torn pec, and now they're waiting to see if maybe another doctor gives him like a lighter diagnosis. But it's like a bad diagnosis, and they're like, well, maybe another doctor won't be as bad. Hopefully, it's not like that type of situation because
that's what it feels like.
It's not good. And yeah, just because he's not on IR yet, I know Doc said that. I was thinking about it. I said they're probably just waiting until they get a confirmation. Why would they put him on IR? I mean, I don't think that really means anything. Yeah, it doesn't mean like it's. I don't know. Evan Foster says they don't want to be wrong about Davenport and they are trying to prove themselves right by not saying what his injury is. No, I don't think that's the case. I think it is legitimate. They actually don't, they probably know got an idea how bad it is, but they're just waiting for confirmation before they come out and say this guy's ruled out for the season. That's probably what they're doing. I don't want to insinuate that they're purposely not saying anything because they know like injuries happen, man. You know what I mean? They're probably just like, they're going to have to say it. And be like, yeah,
something has to come out before the game Monday. There has to be something because if it is a long-term injury, like you have to make a move and combat it. Or if it's short-term, I think it calms people down a little bit.
Let's see. Daniel says Andre Carter going to get signed from the practice squad. Actually, the doc I was talking about Andre Carter, edge rusher, played at Army, I think, right, or Navy. Which one was it? He played at Army. Yeah, Army. He was signed to the practice squad. Apparently, Doc said he might be a player to watch out for.
All right, I'll keep my eye out for him, Doc.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my eyes.
We'll see. We will see.
I don't know about that.
Can I just throw something out there too, real quick, or do we have anything else?
You did say 2 days ago, by the way. Watch out for practice squad guys.
I knew it was going to happen eventually, especially when you're like already on AQM and he's like your guy now. I don't know. It's kind of frustrating. It really is. I just want to throw out there too, Jeff. This has nothing to do with the Detroit Lions or the NFL this weekend. I put it in the prep for a second, and I didn't think this was going to happen. The Tigers are playing right now. The Tigers are down 6-1 again. I'm going to need you to lock in over there. I don't know what's happening.
I'm trying to. No, never mind. Yeah, keep going.
I keep going. I'm just telling you, the Tigers suck. They stink. Do. I don't know what else. You just say keep going. They're down 6-1 right now. They're 3.5 games ahead in the division. They're genuinely bad.
Yeah, they're bad. I mean, you see the hottest team, one of the hottest teams in baseball is right on their ass right now.
The Guardians.
Yeah, 9-1 over the last 10. I mean,
and they beat them 3 straight times. And the Guardians, guess who they play after this Braves series?
A team 20 games under 500.
The Guardians. No, they played the Guardians again.
I thought you meant that. Who do the Guardians play?
The Guardians, yeah, they're playing bad teams. They're I mean, it's a walk in the park for them. They're 3.5 back from us. They lost yesterday. They got swept by the Guardians, and then now today they're down 6-1 right now at home. Dude, they were the number 1 team in baseball for half of the season. Like, it's crazy that last year they had like less than a 1% chance to make the playoffs, and they went on an incredible run. And now they had like I don't know what the percentage was to win the division, and they're about to blow it.
Yeah, different Morton is just been disappointing. Not the Morton we're talking about in week 1. This is,
dude, it
Tigers
is
are falling apart, and it's bad. It's so bad, man.
And I'm just sitting over here with this Guardians divisional ticket. I was like smart for I was gonna mush them, and I did mush them for a little bit, and now all of a sudden there's no mush. Now I might end up making money, and this is like the only time in my life where I'm like, I don't want to make this money. I really don't.
It's blood money. That's what it feels like. It's blood money. Evan says pitching is the worst lately. It's so bad. I mean, it's all around just bad. And I mean, Daniel, didn't you take a bet for the Guardians to win the division back in July? Yeah, that's what he's referencing. Wouldn't even feel good at this point. I mean,
I don't know what I would do with the money. I think I would have to like take it all and put it on like the Lions or something, just to like it's like in the mob or whatever it is. Like, you know, you have to clean your money. It's like, I'm gonna have to take the full of it and put it on like Lions money line in a couple weeks if it happens, and I'm just like, you know, cleanse my money. That might be what I have to do.
Dark Flame says they played a full season of good baseball. They played the second half of last season and the first half of this season.
That's actually really true.
That's actually a fair point. Yeah,
I can't wrap my head around, Jeff. There was a point this season where I said, yeah, no, this team could win the World Series, and I argued it.
Well,
that's how good they looked.
Yeah, and I think what is it like, the water finds its level. It's like eventually I think that's the saying, water finds its level. It's like eventually they ran out of gas, man. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just it comes down to like other things. I mean, they had Scooble yesterday?
Lost.
Didn't even matter. He tried. Lost. I mean, he really did. He tried.
They can't do anything.
No, they can't.
When was the last time they won a baseball game?
Let
me see. They've it's so bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this is the 10th game. They're about to be 1-9 in their last 10. 1-9 in their last 10.
And then the Guardians are 9-1 over the last 10.
Completely out. They're 3.5 games back. The Guardians play tonight. If we lose tonight, which we're down 6-1 in the 7th, we need a miracle to come back. And the Guardians win tonight, they're 2.5 back, which is a problem.
Yeah,
I mean, even if you lose the division, though, you're probably still making the wild card where you're at, and you would hope at least. I mean, if you lose out, there's a chance you really do blow the whole thing. But
Quality Gaming says, get your boy Neil Rule and point out again his take was doo-doo. What did Neil Rule say?
I think Neil, like a couple months ago, said the division's over. It's a lock. Like, I think he called the division like a month ago. I think he like completely called it. He was like, it's done. And now it's 3.5 games. I haven't listened to Neil this week to hear him. I I'm actually interested. I'm gonna shoot him a text tonight. I think actually in our group, I'm gonna send him a text.
Nah, Neil, man. I mean, he might have jinxed him, dude. That's
He locked in the division. He said it. I think if you're in the chat and you know exactly what he said, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Evan says he's blaming it on Javi. The Neil rule curse. Dark Flame says he called it right after the All-Star break, I think.
No. He legit called the division. I remember seeing something about it.
No, that's not
He called the division 2 months of a season. That clip's gonna hit different if the Guardians come back and win it.
Nick P says Matabuke missed second practice in a row today.
There we go. And you know what's crazy too, like with the Tigers, bro, is like at the trade deadline, there was rumors of like the Guardians selling and us buying. Do you know how crazy that is, dude? The fact that they were potentially like people were thinking that like Stephen Kwan was gonna get traded and like all these, and then all of a sudden it's like they're about to win the division.
The irony.
Hercules said he doubled down today.
The irony, man. Did he double down? Maybe Neil needs to like reverse jinx.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you need a Neil rule reverse jinx. Maybe say opposite Neil and it'll work. I don't know. Everything he's been saying about the Tigers.
It's a lock for the Guardians to win it now.
Yeah, say that. I mean, this is. Let me see this injury report. I know you got it right there.
I got the Ravens.
I actually haven't even looked at the Ravens.
Me either. And by the way, I think this might be the coolest injury report in the NFL. This is unbelievable. Look at this thing.
My gosh.
I mean, this is incredible. Feels like a Star Wars injury report. So it's nuts, dude.
Like a RuneScape, dude.
Ali is in concussion protocol. He actually practiced today. Marlon Humphrey, groin injury, full practice all week, Thursday and Friday. John Jenkins, personal, limited and then full today, so he must have just been out. Isaiah Likely was limited both days, so potentially Isaiah Likely is going to most likely, I would say, is probably questionable. Is my guess. Matabuke, no practice, a neck injury, so he most likely will be questionable as well. Patrick Ricard, fullback, calf, no practice. Kyle Van Noy, no practice, obviously hamstring. Would think he's out this week, it sounds like. But from the sounds of it, he's out a few weeks. And then, Jeff, this one, Nate Wiggins, did not practice on Thursday and limited on Friday. So that defense is dealing with, they're beat up.
A lot of injuries, yeah. I mean, Humphrey being full practice is, I mean, he got injured and he was missed. I thought he would miss some time, but he's back already. So must be like the Terran Arnold groin injury where he's back pretty quick. So that's not good for the Lions, but good for them. But even though he's not really prime Marlon Humphrey anymore, he's still pretty good. But Matabuke, I don't know about the neck stuff. I don't know how bad that is. I didn't
even know he was injured, so that's interesting.
I honestly have no idea, and I don't know if he's out. That would be massive.
Yeah,
massive. I know Kyle Van Noy is out.
No Kyle Van Noy, no Matabuke. I mean, if you're that O-line, the Lions O-line, you're sitting there going, okay.
Lukas Klotz says, "Did I hear Nate Wiggins is hurt for Baltimore's biggest game?
He's limited practice. He's probably gonna be questionable."
Klotz comes in right when Nate Wiggins appears on the injury report. Life with Chris, appreciate the $5. Says, what up, though, fellas? Y'all want some fire-ass Lions hoodies? Check out it's either GG
Creations.
GG Creations 89.
I'm worried for you, Jeff.
Well,
I'm worried for you.
Why can't it be like
I'm worried for that's GG Creations 89. This one's worrisome. I'm a little worried that you couldn't get that one.
Well, I was thinking about it for a second. I think y'all would love them. I don't know. I'm not familiar, but
I'll check them out later today after the show. We'll see what they're GG89. I'll remember that.
Yeah, Nate Wiggins. I don't know. I don't even know how good Nate Wiggins has been, even if he plays. I don't know if he's. Let me see.
I think he's been pretty decent.
Let me see Nate Wiggins. He's been this year for the Ravens, the 37th rated corner, which I guess is better than Terran Arnold and DJ Reed.
Yeah, honestly. They were in the 40s, or I think one might have been in the 70s.
Yeah, he already has an interception on the year. But yeah, I mean, we'll see with the Matabuke. That's massive. If he does not play, Matabuke is the big one. That would be massive. So
that's huge. If that defensive line's beaten up a little bit, they usually get after the quarterback. Like that's usually a loaded defensive line, and they blitz. They send a lot at quarterbacks.
Well, the coordinator spoke today, and Calvin Shepard and John Morton. Calvin talked about the matchup with Lamar Jackson. Let's hear what he had to say about that. Let's take a listen to Calvin Shepard.
In basketball, there's the concept of making a player go left, go into his non-dominant trait. Now that Lamar is such a good pocket passer, like what is the left for him? Like what doesn't he do well?
Just like you guys asked me last week, what does Ben do well? I say everything. What does Lamar do well? Everything. What does he not do well? Nothing. I mean, he could beat you all different ways. Run game, pass game. Pass game, he could do it in the pocket, out of the pocket. So, I mean, it's why he's who he is, multi-year MVP in this league, and have the utmost respect for this player. He's a dynamic player in this league, and he's hard to prepare for. I've gotten a lack of sleep this week due to him, so I'll make sure I let him know that after this game.
When you face somebody like that, do you almost have to just – he's so dynamic out of the pocket, not only running but throwing the ball too. Is it one of those situations where, if he drops back, Shep, and he throws for 300 yards and 4 touchdowns, you tip your cap and you move on. But you got to find one way to stop him and not let him kind of do multiple things.
No, I wouldn't be tipping my cap 300 yards and 4 touchdowns. I don't think any of us would be tipping our cap to that stat. But no, I know what you mean, Tim. Like trying to make him one-dimensional, so to say. And it's hard to do. The fact they've added D. Henry, it only doubled down on it. Like, it's hard to make this team one-dimensional. You just got to go in with a plan that we've created as a staff that we feel gives our players an opportunity to go out and have success against this unit. I mean, they're dynamic. You got Zay Flowers, you got Likely, you got Andrews, you got Henry, you got Lamar. I mean, that's before you talk about one of the strengths of the team is the front, the bigs. I mean, this team is who they are. Every year you're talking about the Ravens in the championship contention. Every year in and year out. And over the last couple of years, you've talked about us in the same context. So this is 2 teams. We know where this game stands. Now, it's early in the year. This isn't a deciding factor of who's going to the Super Bowl or anything, but it is a litmus test for us and let us know where do you really stand against the big boys in the league.
Your corners have been really active tacklers so far this season. How important is that going to be in this game specifically against a team with so many weapons like that?
One of my mentors, Aaron Glenn, always told me early on in this profession, my first year here, the identity of your defense, the toughness of your defense lies in how your DBs, specifically your corners, show up in the run game. And when he told me that 4 or 5 years ago, I was like, oh, really? The linebackers better stop the run. But now you start to look at schematically what offenses are doing. They're putting the ball on the perimeter, and they're doing it on purpose, cracking support and making your corners tackle. And we've been afforded here this year. I mean, you see DJ Reed coming up last week. He looks like a linebacker. And it just sets the tone. If those guys could go in there and put their hat in there, why can't the linebacker? Why can't the safety? Why can't the defensive lineman? So we know that. We preach it, and these guys practice it. So absolutely, it's very important how your corners show up in the run game.
You mentioned.
Well, to give him some credit there, the cornerbacks have been good in the run game. They just haven't been that good in coverage for the most part, which that's going to be tested this week with Zay Flowers, like you mentioned. I guess the thing he mentioned where he hasn't been sleeping due to Lamar Jackson, which I feel like is a very common thing for defensive coordinators.
Most DCs in the NFL that go up against him.
He's probably one of the hardest guys to game plan for. And now you have one of the like, I mean, I would agree with you. Derrick Henry's a top 10 all-time running back. You know what I mean?
Yes.
He's a Hall of Famer. That's what he is.
I texted you guys the other day about that because it was going through my brain. It just one of the greatest of all time.
No question. I mean, he's a problem, and he's so unique because he's had so many carries in his career, and at some point you'd expect him to slow down, but he doesn't rely on it. Like, he's athletic, but he doesn't rely on his athleticism. So the way he ages is just different from other backs because he says he's a physical back, which, to be honest, you would think that it would wear on him, but he's such a physical freak. It doesn't look like it wears on him that much. And as he gets older, he still is just as big. So he's still, even at, what is he? I don't know how old he is right now. I mean, he's
31.
It doesn't seem like, I know 31 for running backs. I mean, depends on different running backs and the injuries they've kind of dealt with to see where they're at 31. Derrick Henry does not look like he's slowing down. This is still like it still looks like Derrick Henry. I mean, he had 170 yards week 1. You know,
I don't even like it's just like the Derrick Henry and Lamar duo. That's like where Shep and he brings it up. It's just, you think like, all right, it's like you take one part away from Lamar's game, whether it's the pass game or the run game, whatever you do, Lamar's still going to be elite. But then also it's like, oh, now you have to worry about Derrick Henry on top of that. So it's just like, it's another factor that this defense is going to be, honestly, if I think about it, like throughout the season, I think this is like the toughest test of the year. And thankfully, and it's bad and good thing that it's in week 3, because one, like your defense isn't at the level it should be, that it's going to end up being by the end of the season, because, you know, it takes time to kind of get better. But 2, it's like you kind of get that out of the way and you get to see where your defense is at and see at that level. I think it's one of the best offenses in the entire NFL, and on your schedule. So I'm excited. Honestly, I might be one of the oddballs out here. I'm excited to see what this defense does versus Lamar and Derrick Henry. Because in Zay Flowers too, like Zay Flowers, a lot of people look at him as kind of like a bum, not a bum, but not like a high level receiver. Zay Flowers is very good. I don't know if you guys watched him week 1. He looked elite in week 1. So that offense as a whole is very, very good. These guys have a lot. This run defense, no Marcus Davenport. He was a good run stopper. You're going to Tyleek, DJ Reader, Hutch, AQM, like Pat O'Connor. I know you love yourself some Pat O, Jeff. Big test this week, like massive test.
Yeah, and the thing I'm looking at for this game defensively is if you're going to have any good, and I'm just talking about Derrick Henry. Lamar is like a whole nother specimen, but just Derrick Henry, you're going to have to rely not only on the guys up front, obviously, but you're going to need high-level linebacker play. Like This is where Anzalone, you know, a Jack Campbell, Derek Barnes come into play, because one thing about Derrick Henry, kind of talking about him, it doesn't seem like he's aging. He still has these 60-yard breakaway runs where he gets it. This is the thing with Derrick Henry. When you watch him play, he'll go, 2 yards, 4 yards, and then boom, 45 yards. It's like he wears down defenses. It's like DeMont on steroids. It's like when we talk about DeMont wearing down defenses. He does that, and it could be the third quarter, and you've held him to 3 yards a carry all game, and you're feeling pretty good. And he breaks away like a 60-yard touchdown run. And then you look at the inflated stats at the end, you're like, holy shit, this guy ran for 140 yards on us. Like, that's where it gets very tricky with him, But
I do think, like, someone said it the other day on a press conference, like, he's going to have those, like, 50-yard carries. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's just, how do you limit that from being points? Like, can you get them,
especially in the red zone, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, can you finish a tackle? I think I said the other day, like, Kirby and Brian Branch, like, as the safeties, like, especially like Kirby, he's going to break off for a couple big runs. You got to be able to stop him from scoring. And then in the red zone, when they are in the red zone, contain him. Right. Like, I think that's the biggest thing, because, like, it's inevitable. People are going to complain about it, but, like, it's so inevitable that Derrick Henry is going to break off for a big run or two. It's going to happen. But are you going to give up the points? Like, or in different possessions when you do have third down opportunities to get stops, are you going to get those stops? Because, he's going to get one of these at the end of the game, or at some point in the game.
Yeah, like, he's you just got to be consistent pretty much all game. And this is where games like this, you start to think how much you do miss Ali McNeil, because this is the games where he would be a big part of, like, what they do. Like Tyleek he's a specimen, but he is also a rookie, and it's his third game in the NFL facing one of the hardest running backs to probably match up with. Like, it's a tough task. And although
I trust Tyleek, to be honest.
I mean,
he's been good in the run game.
Yeah, which that's something you could say. Day one, he's a very good run defender, so I have confidence in him. But it's something that, you know, it would be nice to have Aleem's experience and, you know, his talent. But again, you have Tyleek. This is why you took him at 28. Like, he should be able to at least hold his own. And hopefully you get a lot more out of DJ Reader this game, because you didn't see a lot of him against the Bears. So, I mean,
can I ask you a question about this game, just in general, not just the defense, but in general?
Yeah.
Do you feel, because actually, when you showed the Jared Goff video yesterday about how Jared was like, I've gotten like 5 questions about the game from 2 years ago. And when you get those questions, I'm sure for him, it's like a little frustrating. And like, even like you think about John Morton last week with the Packers game, the doc asked him a question. He's like, can we just move on from that game? Like, we've learned from it. Let's move on. There are so many people in the media, and obviously we've talked about it, and fans that talk about the game from 2 years ago. Jared Goff brought up such a good point. He was like, dude, that was like 30 games ago. Think about how much younger and less experienced this team as a whole was. Like, ever since that Ravens game, this team went out and won 15 games in the season. They went and finished their season on a high level and a high note and went on a run to the NFC Championship game. And now they're coming off a home win in Chicago. And they've probably only lost a handful of games since that game 2 years ago. Think about how much, like, the secondary, like Brian Branch and Kirby, they were like only in years, 2 and 3, maybe, years 1 and 2. Like Hutch, year 2. Like, these guys were so young. Amon-Ra, year 3. Year 3. Like, these guys were so young, and they played so much football since then. And I think it was Jared that was just like, do you guys realize how much better we've gotten and how much experience that we've gotten? That was almost 30 games ago. And when he said that, I was like, I mean, he's dead right. Like, we can't, we can look at it and we can be like, oh, we lost by 30 or whatever it was. When was that? That was it was 2 years ago. It's such a night and day difference football team, both sides.
Yeah, and you have to think too, like, they're just talking about okay, just to give you an example, on offense for the Lions when they played the Ravens, they had Jahmyr Gibbs. They didn't have David Montgomery in that game.
Yeah.
So they didn't have Demont. They had Craig Reynolds. So they just had Jahmyr.
JMO?
They're passing. Yeah, their receivers, they had Josh Reynolds still, which, he wasn't like a slouch, but they didn't. JMO wasn't JMO. I mean, he didn't even. I don't think he had 6 targets, no catches in that game. He was. I mean,
that might have been like one of his first like games, to be honest.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, he didn't really do anything. And then on defense, this is your starters. Just to give you an idea, you had Kirby, you had Anzo, you had Aiden, Jack Campbell, a younger Jack. You had Brian, Derek Barnes, Aleem McNeil. But guess what? You also had John Kaminsky, Will Harris, Julian Okwara, Isaiah Buggs, Josh Paschal, Tracy Walker. Like, you didn't have DJ Reader.
So different, dude. This team is so different.
Like, you have.
That's why I actually do understand why Jared's like, yeah, we can look at that and we can use that as motivation. But it's like, dude, these are 2 different football teams. It's like if we played the Panthers this year and people are like, hey, in 2022, when you played the Panthers, you lost by like 20 and they just ran the ball down your throats. Do you feel motivated from that game? Like, no, like, it's years ago. Who cares?
Yeah, and they ended up, I mean, they were 5-2 at that time when they lost. But they did not have the same role. Like, Antoine Green played snaps on offense.
Oh my gosh. He's retired now.
Yeah, so they didn't have like the players. Like I said, you have DJ Reader instead of Isaiah Buggs. Like, significant. You had Cam Sutton out there. You have DJ Reed now. Who, I mean, he hasn't been great, but he is a better player. You have TA instead of Will Harris.
Is so crazy, bro.
You had TA instead of Will Harris. You don't have Davenport, but you basically would sub in instead of John Kaminsky. You have AQM. You don't have Aleem McNeil, but still, you have a better Jack Campbell. Like, I think there's trade-offs. It was a younger defense, so we can compare players. I just think these guys are they're 2 years more experienced. A lot of these players, yeah, they're better.
That's so much time in the NFL. Like even
Brian's
1 year,
Kirby's better, Jack's
yes,
better.
Hutch, all these guys. Like,
Hutch
you really got to.
Yeah.
I don't think people realize, especially in the NFL, because it's a 17-game season. Like, 1 year is so much. Like, you grow so much in 1 year. These guys have 2 years since then. Jared and Amon-Ra's connection is that much better. Jahmyr Gibbs was a rookie. Now he's in year 3. You see what I'm saying? Like, JMO. Like, JMO was that was like one of his first most targeted games. Now he's one of the best, most electric wide receivers in the NFL. So it's Sam Laporta, rookie.
Yeah, you had also in that game, Kyle Van Noy had 2 sacks.
And he's out. And he's out.
So like he
probably loved that too, playing Detroit again and doing that. He probably loved that. That was probably such a big moment for him.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, Jared Goff didn't even have a passing touchdown. It was just different. It's a different team. So
who was the OC?
What?
Nothing.
That was honestly, I think that was Young and AG too. I mean, AG and Ben. I think this was relatively early when they started.
Wait, who was the OC?
It was Ben, and then
Ben
38 points came on AG. So they both had their fair share. Ben Johnson.
Interesting.
Yep. Same OC that they had the NFC Championship game in. Yep, that one. Yep, that guy. Also, here's the thing. Here's the thing too with the Ravens, which I got to be consistent on both sides. Gus Edwards was their RB1, so it's like that's the only A. If I'm telling you something that's negative, that would be the one. They have Derrick Henry.
Again, 2 years of a difference, anyways. I don't even care about who was on whose team. For me, it's more so the experience. Like that Ravens team had, like, Lamar has already won an MVP at that point. You know, like they already had players on that team that defensively who were year 4, year 5 of their career. Lions were very young.
Yeah, well, I have a clip of Kelvin Shepard talking about AQM, which I do want to play because he's going to have a big role in this game. But first, I have to tell you about our friends over at Comer and Cross. So allow me to do that because Comer and Cross, they would never fall apart like the Lions did a couple years ago against the Ravens. They are consistent and they get the job done. So do me a favor. With their one-day installation for concrete floor coatings and you being sick of staring at your crack-stained garage floor, give them a call, 248-834-3488. They'll transform your patio, your pool deck, your driveway, even your basement, and they move the stuff out for you. So call the number 248-834-3488. Why wait? 12 months, same as cash, or $500 off. They'll take care of you. You call the number 248-834-3488 or book your free estimate at comercross.com. Tell them your friends over at Crunch Time Sports sent you. Let's play this clip, and then we'll give our thoughts on what Kelvin said on this one. Here you go.
Muhammad got more last week, and it seems like anytime he gets a chance, he seems to make the most of it. What does he do up front that gives you guys a unique look and advantage opposite touch?
Yeah, I told you guys, week 1, he was slated to get more. We played 47 snaps. Last game, we played 70. So he was right there in the target range where we saw him and having a role. And he's done what I've seen him do since day 1 of training camp. He's coming here with nothing promised to him. He didn't even know if he was making the team. It's an 8-9-year vet playing in the preseason. All out. Just go turn on the preseason games and tell me what you see from number 96. It's the same thing we're seeing now. So as we move forward, on and on, has nothing to do with who's available, who's not available. If you're available for the game and you show us you've earned the right to be out there and get a role, we're going to find that role for you. And the better you do, the more that role will uptick for you. But he's been phenomenal, man. It has nothing to do with ability. Look at the effort he plays with. That is the identity of the Detroit Lions defense. Forget the stats. Forget any of that stuff. Just talk to me about Muhammad's effort, and that is the standard for the Lions defense.
I will say in AQM's defense, sometimes he does get collateral damage because everyone's upset with Davenport's injury. So people start shading AQM. It's not even about shading AQM because he's actually, like Calvin said, he brings a lot of things they look for in DN2. Not ideally DN2, but he, that type of player where he plays with effort. He's semi-productive. I mean, he had a couple sacks last year and played like half the season or something like that. But I don't think he even played that much. So he's a very good rotational piece. Like, I think if there is an injury, you're comfortable with him stepping in. I don't know if people are comfortable for the rest of the season, but I think in spots, like, he has shown in the past, like, he can be productive. I know we joked about the pass rush win rate yesterday, showing like he's up there with, like all these elite edge rushers right now to start the year. He hasn't obviously played as many snaps, so it's a different sample size, but it's not any shade on AQM. Like, he can't play football. Like, the guy is shown for the Lions. He's semi-productive. Yeah. I just don't know if it's the long-term answer, which is the problem, is the bigger issue. But
I think the big thing with it, and it's like, as you're a contending team, especially for a pass rush, I'm right there with you. Like, I think AQM is a good rotational piece. Like you saw last year, what did he have? 9 games and three sacks in 9 games. That's good for a guy who's a rotational piece, right? He plays essentially, if he would have played the whole season, he's around 6 or 7 sacks. That's productive, right? Like, that's what you want. And he is a veteran in this league. The only problem I have with it, and I think you're spot on, like long term, if you're talking about, let's say Davenport's out over 4 games, yeah, okay, maybe you can sneak by and squeeze by with AQM. But if it's like a season thing, there's something with it for me, and I don't know what it is, but I like AQM. But as my edge 2, I do want a guy in there that's like, I don't even know how to say, I don't want it to sound like bad or anything, but like he's in his 8th or 9th year of in the NFL, right? And he will, and like to Shep's point, like he was fighting for a spot on the roster. Like that's a guy that you're edge 2, right? I don't feel comfortable as my like a heavy rotational piece of a guy who was fighting for a spot in training camp in the roster. Like I feel like that's for like a dude that like you're going to get production out of. I don't know if I explained that correctly because I don't want it to be like look bad on AQM because I think you are right. Like AQM is a very good piece for this team. And whether they have Davenport obviously or not, or they signed Za'Darius, even if Za'Darius would have came in, I still would have been like, yeah, like keep AQM. That's another piece. And he's a very good piece for you. I'm right there with you, though. I just can't wrap my head around the fact that he's your edge 2, and it's just him and Hutch, essentially. And you're taking tweeners of guys who play inside and out, and you're throwing them on the outside, hoping that they get home, and they haven't. The only guys who have gotten home, essentially, is just AQM and Hutch. But it's like you have no other edge rushers, like pure edge rushers, on this squad. That's the worry to me. And then and your number 2 is a guy, again, with all due respect, like a guy who was – played all preseason because he had to make the team. That shouldn't sit right. Like I get it with what Shep's saying. Like I fully get it. The effort, like the guy works hard, all for that. You need depth and you need guys in this room as well that weren't bubble squad guys. You see what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like I think for me, El-Quadin Muhammad is he can rush the passer. That's like his specialty. He can rush the passer. I think right now, I mean, again, if you believe in PFF or not, I'm just going to read this anyway. He has the 12th highest pass rush grade through the snaps he's played. So he's in the game, he played a lot of snaps. It's one game, but against the Bears, he had a really good game. So obviously that's inflated. I'm not trying to discount it. I'm just being real. Like he played a ton of snaps, really good game, 12th right now in pass rush grade. The only thing with AQM though, and this is where the Derrick Henry conversation comes into play, is he's not great against the run. He's not bad, but he's not great. And people bring up Za'Darius. Well, he's terrible against the run. I mean, AQM, his specialty isn't really defending the run like either. So I don't know in certain situations, maybe even though I'm not a huge fan of it, maybe a guy like Pat O'Connor or one of these tweeners they have. I know it would be Josh Paschal, but he's not available.
It would be. I hate it. It's crazy to say. I would love to have Josh Paschal right now.
Because of that, yeah. Because of the run defense part of it, where if AQM's playing a lot of snaps, I mean, if you're the Ravens, like we're not rushing towards Hutch, we're going to run towards the other guy, AQM. So that's where the linebackers kind of step up. But yeah, I don't even have anything bad really to say about AQM. He's not even worth. I mean, He can do his thing, man. He can do his job. He can rush the passer. I just want a little more in the room.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think I don't want people to think that we don't think AQM is good or Lions fans don't. I think it's just more so having guys that can get to the quarterback. I think that's all it comes down to at the end of the day, and having that depth. Because you do look at it like the Eagles are constantly bringing in edge rushers, whether they think they're good or not, but they're constantly doing it. And obviously, like the most recent Za'Darius Smith, they brought in Josh Uche, Azeez Ojulari. Like I know they lost Josh Sweat, but like they are getting edge rushers that have produced and stayed healthy in the NFL in their room, right? Like they are getting that. And we just have not done that outside of Hutch.
Yeah, because even like Azeez, they signed like Azeez gets hurt, but they also brought in, like you said, Uche. They brought in Za'Darius, so they have some different options there in case there is an injury, which that's something the Lions, we'll see what happens here. I do want to get into the offense. John Morton spoke with the media as well, talked about the matchup, and then it's about a 2-minute clip. He goes into the Ravens defense, so we'll break this down once we get back from it. But here's Johnny Mo on that.
Stories as a kid, just watching Monday Night Football with my dad. So I'm extremely excited. Monday Night Football, really good opponent, well-coached team, good defense. It's always a hostile environment there to play, especially on Monday night. but we're going to be ready. So I'm excited for this game. Any questions?
Can you speak
Stories of Monday Night Football of you and your family watching them? Was it
Well, I had to stay up, and I just, sat there with my dad and we watched it, and I just, Howard Cosell and what was it, Andy Meredith, and who was the other one I forgot, but just the music. The music, man, just gets you going. It still gives me chills. But there's nothing better than it's the biggest stage in the world. And to go watch these players play, man, it's exciting.
You spent a full training camp going against your defense that's ultra physical, loves cover one, has a safety that can move all over the place and do all kinds of things. Like, how much did that experience of seeing that for 6 weeks, how much does that prepare you for this type of matchup?
Yeah, we'll be ready. I mean, it's not all man-to-man. They mix it up pretty well. I mean, they're a well-coached team. Coach Harbaugh does a great job. And, they know exactly what they're doing. It's not like the old Ravens as I know it, but they're just well-disciplined. You can see it. They're tough. They tackle. They do a good job. They create turnovers. They got some really good players. Hamilton's a really good player, and Smith in the middle. Those two guys are really good. So I like where we're at right now.
When the defense is strong like that, up the middle, through all three levels, what kind of strain does that put on offense?
No strain. No, we got great players. I've said this before. They responded last week. Our guys, when it's time to make plays, they've made the plays. And I like the matchup. I think it's going to be a great game.
John, certainly when you guys were.
So, listen, I'll say this. I'll say this. Last time, I know it's not relevant, but I'm bringing it up anyway because it goes into what I'm going to say today. Last time they played the Ravens, one thing that is certain that I think will repeat itself is Amon-Ra cooked them boys.
Did he? What did he have?
He had like 13 catches for over 100 yards. So if I'm being honest, I'm saying this right now on Friday. Slam the over on Amon-Ra.
Hold on. We got over-unders today on the show. We got over-unders on the show later, Jeff.
Big game for Amon-Ra St.
Good tease for later.
A big game for this man. He is going to cook this secondary. They've been one of the worst secondaries, which is surprising because they have good players. But for whatever reason, they just been underwhelming. Like I have, I'm going to pull up Tim Twentyman's rankings because I always love looking at these for the game, and you get to see where they rank here. Let me pull this on the screen, and you'll see. Let me see here. Pull this up. All right, look at this. Okay, so defensively, passing defense, right? 31st in the league. They give up almost 300 passing yards a game. The Ravens.
Would you be able to zoom this in a little bit?
Yeah.
I might be going blind.
There you go.
That's nice. I can back up now.
Just look at the defensive stats, right? Passing defense for the Ravens. Almost 300 yards a game.
Passing. 31st in the end.
31st, but look at also, Boone.
400
in red zone efficiency. They give up. They're going to get the Bills. You saw that against the Bills. The Bills clawed back late in the game. They can get shaky. They have, I think, up front, their front seven can cause damage for sure. But that secondary can be taken advantage of. And I think if this offensive line, I think going into the game, you're looking at the O-line. You got your eyes on the O-line. You're like, listen, if you can protect Jared to some extent, give him a little bit of time to just let guys get open. I think Jared, I can see offensively, run defense, they're 17th. They're right around where the Lions are. I know Lions have 2 games. They should be better. They're okay, the run defense. But that passing, if you could just give Jared a little bit of time, just give him an extra half a second, extra second, like they did against the Bears, I think they'll be able to move the ball through the air.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's why I do think with the injuries that they have, I think offensively, John Morton in this offense has no problem putting points up on Monday night. I really do. I think they're going to put a lot of points up. I think it's going to be a high scoring game, but we'll do my keys to victory in a little bit. If Jared Goff has a pocket, man, and he's able to sit in there and sling this thing, I truly do believe that, he throws for, 250 plus on Monday night, especially like what we've seen other players this year. I mean, who have the Ravens gone up against? Let me pull up. I want to see passing.
Actually, it's good you mentioned that because I want to bring this up. By the way, Peaceful Tim, appreciate you gifting a Crunch Time membership. Appreciate you. Daniel says they give up like 200 yards the year in the fourth against the Bills, and then Streams only says this is inflated. Bills made it over. They held Flacco to 200. ETN says a good chunk of that was Allen going nuclear. Guys, this was a problem for them last year, though.
Why? Can I ask why though? Why are we just going to be like it was just Allen going nuclear? Like they're the ones that gave that up. It wasn't like they were up by 30 points and Allen went out there and just threw the rock and just it was nothing. Like no, Josh Allen just went out there and cut their defense up. You see what I'm saying?
Last year. They got cut up last year all year.
So it's not like it was like, well, it's inflated. He went crazy in the fourth. No, he went crazy on their defense in the fourth. Their defense is the one that gave up 250 yards in the fourth quarter. You see what I'm saying? Like their defense has holes in it. And that's something that, and even who said it after that game was John Gruden, who he was like, listen, I thought this Ravens team going into the season could win a Super Bowl. After week one, what Josh Allen did to them, he's like, there's zero chance they win a Super Bowl. One of the biggest things they needed to fix this offseason was their secondary. And they went out and got the safety out of Georgia. They went out, obviously the last few years made moves, and they still give up all of those yards to a contending team. And then you'd be like, well, Joe Flacco threw for 200. They looked better. Joe Flacco, Jared Goff are not the same people. Like, Jared Goff will throw for 275 on them. I'm not saying Jared Goff will do what Josh Allen did in the fourth quarter, but if there's any sort of holes in this defense or some type of leakage in this defense, I can guarantee you Jared Goff, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Jamison Williams are going to go off, and Sam Laporta, they're going to take advantage of it. And they went out and then Shift God brings up Jair Alexander. They went out and got Jair Alexander. Has looked bad. Has not looked good. So I don't think that this is like hey, there was one quarter that inflated it. Yeah, he had 250 in a quarter. That was still the defense that gave up 250 in a quarter. That's if a defense gives up 250 in a quarter, there's a problem with that defense.
Well, dude, Jair Alexander's almost the worst graded corner on PFF.
He's been so bad.
Yeah, he's almost the worst. So
he was getting cooked. What wide receivers do the Bills have? Genuinely, like Keon's good. Like these guys are like they don't have any over the top. That's like the reason why people are saying Josh Allen's having such a good year already is because he just doesn't have like any like real wide receiver one. He doesn't have like any like over the top weapons, and they cooked like those receivers cooked the Ravens secondary. What do you think Amon-Ra and J-Mo was going to do?
Sprinkle in some Tesla.
How many targets do you think he gets this week? I was thinking about that. I saw Jordan Schultz tweet it out. I thought this was crazy. I did not know this was. This is actually a good idea too. If you can connect with a player, he's doing a giveaway, Jeff. That for every single catch that Isaac Tesla has on Monday night, he's going to give a signed Isaac Tesla jersey away to someone.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I was like, well, what happens if he like ends up getting like 0 catches? Just no jerseys. And then it made me think like, I wonder how many catches he ends up getting.
I'll go 2.
2? Okay. 2 catches or targets?
Catches. 4 targets.
4 targets?
Or 3 targets, 2 catches. He ain't dropping 2 balls. Yeah.
Well, you could say a target and
sorry, yeah, it wouldn't be a drop. It would just be a misconnection, Maybe that's it. Maybe overthrown, underthrown. No offense to Goff, but it won't be Isaac's fault. He's catching everything in his strategy.
We're taking Jared Goff like 250 in the parlay. The Booners lay of the day on Monday night. Yeah. That will be in there.
Because even if I just have a feeling this game is going to be an offensive game. I like for both teams. I think that the offense is going to have to score points, even if they go down. Like, let's say the Ravens start with the ball or whatever the case may be, and they score. Okay, Lions, it's going to be one of those games where it's like score, Lions got to answer. Now the Ravens got to answer. I just see that type of game. That's just the feeling I'm getting now. I don't know what the over-under would be, but they should put it pretty high. I think both teams are going to be able to score points. Like, I just don't think.
I think it's going to be a close game.
Unless the only way I guess it would be a tough task would be if this O-line looks like week 1, I guess. I don't know. That would be the only way I would say that they struggle is if Goff's just under pressure constantly. But We'll see
But
what
again, Matabuke is out. No Kyle Van Noy. And I'm not saying like they do have good pass rushers still outside of that.
Odafe they got over there.
Yeah,
Mike
but
Green might play. He can play some.
Dude, if Mike Green, when the Ravens reporter mentioned Mike Green the other day, my heart genuinely was like, there was like a drop in my heart. I was like, oh no, I forgot about Mike Green.
Yeah,
I forgot all about that guy, dude.
The last thing we need is Mike Green doing anything. That's the last thing this fan base needs.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Is Mike Green, there's already an infatuation there in the draft, and he goes out there and gets a sack. This place will. We don't need that.
Who do you think? I was just gonna say, like, offensive wise, outside of Amon-Ra, like I'm interested to see. You know, one guy I really want them to get going, and I think this week they should get him going. I know Jameer's gonna have his
I know where you're going.
I want David Montgomery to get. I want them to go back, and I don't know. Again, I don't know if people will like this. I've been saying things today. I don't know if people will like. I want them to go back to just running the ball first with D-Mont, and then incorporating Jameer. That's just me, and I know how good Jameer is, but I there's something about like getting David Montgomery comfortable, and getting him kind of rolling a little bit. So throughout the whole game, he's good to go. Compared to if you don't get David going right away, you start throwing him in the third, fourth, offensive possession. Takes a little bit more time or he doesn't get going. I want to see D-Mont get going. Jameer's going to be going no matter what. I think you need to incorporate D-Mont a little bit.
I thought the same way. The more I think about this is where I thought about it. I think how John sees it is Jameer starts the game, and as the defense gets tired, D-Mont comes in. It's kind of like
I feel like it should be opposite.
You could argue you wanted him to soften up the defense, which I get. It kind of reminds me how they handled the Rams game. Remember that Rams game where OT, they gave it to Montgomery and the defense was worn down and he just ran it down their throats, dude.
Yeah.
Like, he got it was like 6 yards a clip all the way to score. And then they ended up winning the game. I think that's how they're probably going to do it. I don't know. Because I get what you're saying. Most of the fan base probably agrees with you on that, to be honest.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of people were like, give it to Jameer more. And I know, like, I just looked at it, like, Jameer's averaging 5.4 a carry, and D-Mont's averaging 3.7.
I think it's been like 50-50 almost split with the carries, almost.
I mean, D-Mont has more carries. He has 22 to 21. Yeah. I just think D-Mont's getting them in different situations than he has in the past, personally.
Yeah, no,
It doesn't feel like he's gotten them in the right positions that we've seen in years past. Now, I could be wrong with that, but from what I've seen and watched, that's the feeling that I get.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see the right now, like I said, the Ravens rushing defense usually is pretty good. So if they don't have Matabuke, that's going to be massive. So we'll see with that. I know you have your keys to victory here, and I want to get to that, Boone. So you got to tell me and tell the people how the Lions are going to come out of here with a victory. All right,
I've got three. There's I think one maybe repeating one from last week. I know how much people love the keys to victory, Jeff. People love them. It's a staple of the week. These things, and you know what I left off again this week, because I think I'm starting to get to a point to where if I had it on, it would be number one every single time, and there's no reason anymore at this point to put it on because I think it's the number one way to win a football game when that's the turnover battle.
Factor,
I've left the turnover battle off it. At some point, it might make its way back onto the segment each week. As of now, it's off the segment because I want to focus on different things because we know we need to get turnovers. Can we throw it on the screen?
Let's do it. All right, keys to victory. Boone, talk to me here.
Here we go. Number one. This is the biggest one of them all, I think. It's containing, and this might be the most obvious as well, but it's containing Lamar Jackson and limiting the run game. I think it kind of goes hand in hand when it comes to Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson. Listen, I said it earlier in the show. It's inevitable that these guys are going to have big runs, but I think the biggest thing, like especially with Lamar Jackson, is containing him in the pocket, like not letting the do not open the pocket up. That's why I think like this edge room is so big with AQM, maybe having Pat O'Connor, those guys out there, is you don't want to give anything up. Like don't run too far upfield, don't run too far inside. You want to stay in a spot, in my opinion, like stay in your lanes. Don't let Lamar Jackson out of the pocket to be able to make those plays. Contain. And then in the run game, I said it in the show, Jeff, like Derrick Henry is going to get his, but you have to limit those as much as possible. You don't want him going out there getting 3 or 4 40-yarders, right? You want to, okay, you can have 1 or 2 50-yarders. Have it. But we're not going to let you get points off of it, and we're going to only let you get 1.5. That's it. That's all you have. You can rush for 80 on us. Go ahead. But we're not going to let you get anything out of it. We're going to limit everything you do. So I think that's the number one thing, especially defensively. Number 2, I took this one from last week, Jeff. Just win your third downs. I'm starting to feel like this is turning into the turnover part, like to where it's like a close first, to where in any level, if you just win third downs offensively, defensively, you're going to find a way to win this football game. Like, you got to get your defense off the field, and offensively, you got to be able to finish on third downs when you get there and convert. Like, you have to. Like, to me, that's like one of the biggest factors, especially when you're playing a contending team with a guy like Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. If it's 3rd and 4, Jeff, and every time you let Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry convert, they're going to score on that possession. They will. You have to find a way to get off the field versus those two players. Like, time of possession.
You know what I'm getting to vibe-wise from what Dan said? I think we haven't seen it yet a lot. Well, we saw it against the Bears. 4th down attempts. I think you're going to see more of those this game.
From Dan, if they don't get third down conversions. Yeah, I think you're more aggressive in these big games. He does go into these games too. Remember last year or this offseason we saw an Inside the Den or something, or a behind-the-scenes video. Might have been the receiver one, to where Dan was just like, we're going into this game. I think it was the Packers game where he's like, no matter what, we're going for it on 4th downs. 4th and 7, 4th and 8, 4th and 3, 4. And he was like, we're winning this football game, and we're going for it on every 4th down. This does feel like one of those games. So I'm right there with you. But the biggest thing with the winning the third downs, I think, like, defensively, to me, it's just more so keeping their best players off the field, which is Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. Like, and then obviously offensively, like, if you're hitting your third downs, that time of possession goes up so much more. Like, those are long drives, you're a lot of plays, and get that time of possession off to keep their offense off the field. And then my third one, this feels just more as important as number 1. If you want to do anything offensively that me and you have talked about, and how John Morton says how good this team looked offensively in week 2, to do that again and to do that versus a Ravens defense, the offensive line must protect Jared Goff. They have to protect Jared Goff. You have to give him a pocket. You have to let him sit in there and make the throws. I don't know if you saw, I saw a graphic, Jeff, and I'm going to go look it up real quick. I want to see. I saved it on my phone. I do not have that right now. There was a graphic that basically ranked every single offensive line from week. Here it is, the 33rd team. Week 2 pass protections. You're sharing the screen. Week 2 protection rankings. They ranked all of the pass protections, each team, and it was listed by average ranks in pressure rate, sack rate, and time to throw. Who do you think was number 1 in the entire NFL when it comes to pass? The Detroit Lions. They were number 1, and they were one of 2 teams that did not allow a sack in week 2. So this offensive line was elite on Sunday. They protected Jared Goff. You have to put back-to-back weeks together. You have to give Jared Goff time to throw the ball. Let these routes develop. Remember what we said week 1, Jeff? How we were like, why did all these route concepts and all of these schemes, they look so bad? What's happening? You have guys running in the same spot. What did I tell you after that? I said, give it a week. Once Jared gets protection and this offense, and they start running the ball, this offense is going to look normal again. That's it, dude. Like, you protect Jared Goff, he's going to find openings, and guys are going to get open. And I think offensively, if you want to stay in this game, that's the number 1 key.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson, the thing with him is he's shown over the last couple of years. I mean, he passed for 4,000. This is where Jalen Hurts versus Lamar Jackson, when you talk about these 2 quarterbacks that people criticize for not being as good of passers, Lamar has significantly improved as a passer. He's someone that can run. He plays like like in a video game. He's impossible to really cover, but his passing ability, he can beat you in the pocket. He did it against the Browns. And I know we had Kevin Ostreicher on from Lockdown Ravens, and he talked about against the Browns, they couldn't run the ball, and Lamar shredded the Browns defense in the pocket. He can do that. So the problem is you're containing him and you're trying to limit him, but he's more of a threat in the pocket, in my opinion, than Jalen Hurts is. Like, Jalen Hurts has never thrown for 4,000 passing yards. Lamar's done it. He threw for over 4,000 last year, over 40 passing TDs. You know, his second year in the league, he had he won MVP, and he had 1,200 rushing yards and had 30-something passing touchdowns, but he only threw for 3,000 passing yards. He's taken that next step, dude. He's playing at a different level. You know what I'm saying? So he's as dangerous as he is as a runner. He can destroy you in the pocket. I mean, that's where not only you have to be disciplined, you have to contain him, but guys on the back end have to be dialed in. Like DJ Reed and TA have to be dialed in, because a play breaks down. Here's the thing with Lamar. He's not a statue in the pocket. He's far from it. He's far from a statue.
And he can make plays in the pocket, but you got to. I think the better chance you have, it's like taking one of his. Someone in the press conference obviously brought it up, in basketball, taking the left hand away from a player that's left hand dominant, or right hand away from a right-handed player that's right hand dominant. Obviously, Lamar he could sit in the pocket and throw. He's got that in his game, and he also has a run game. But if you can take one of those away and you just split that in half essentially, and you go, hey, we're going to keep you in the pocket, we're going to force you to make those throws. He can make them. I think it gives you a better chance to win. It's like if you took his throwing away and just made him throw on the ground, and you're chasing him around all day and making him put pressure on him. You got to pick one of the two, and you got to be able to do it at a high level. And I think that's the big thing with containing Lamar, however Shep wants to contain him with his defense, but you can't let him cut you up on the ground and as well as in the air. If you do that, they're going to score 30 plus on you, and you're going to be in a battle, and you better hope your offense came to play. Do you see what I'm saying? So you have to find a way to contain one of those. Preferably containing him on the ground and keeping him in the pocket and trying to get at him and trying to force him into making bad throws.
You have to, man. And he's a special player, and he can avoid sacks. He's and I know someone just said, let me see if I can pull this up. Kryptonic, Jared Goff's career sack rate is actually the same as Lamar's. Yeah, but there's context to that. Jared Goff over the last couple of years has had an elite offensive line. He's not. But I get to Kryptonic's point though. Jared's not mobile, and he actually has the same career sack rate as Lamar. But there's no denying that when he faces pressure, Lamar's hard to get down. I mean, you can look at the numbers, but this is where the eye test comes into play. Watch both of those quarterbacks and how elusive Lamar is at avoiding sacks. Even though the numbers might be similar, he's still damn near impossible to actually bring down. That's why, like Aiden, you're going to need Aiden to not only, then they're probably going to throw guys. This Ravens offensive line has not been that great. So to Kryptonic's point, you know what I mean? The offensive line's been shaky for the Ravens. It's been pretty shaky. I know the run game, they've been they did their thing in week 1, but you might have some opportunities with Lamar Jackson. You have to end up bringing him down. The only thing you don't want to see, it's kind of like Josh Allen when they played him. Remember, they would get pressure on Josh and he would escape, and you're like, here we go. And then he, extends a play and throws a 25-yard dart to Khalil Shakir. It's like, okay, this is where, you need guys not only to be disciplined, but it's hard. Lamar can extend plays, man. He's just an impossible guy to really cover. It's so hard. I mean, it's going to be difficult. And then third down is going to be important because this Ravens team can score points. So you have to get them off the field, and you got to stay on the field. It's very simple, but that's the reality of it. So, and actually, speaking of one of the points you made there, protecting Jared Goff so he can find his weapons, Amon-Ra actually talked about this Ravens secondary. And I want to play this clip of Amon-Ra St. Brown talking about it. But here's Amon-Ra in the secondary for the Ravens.
This week? They do a lot. I mean, first of all, they got a lot of good players. Their secondary, I mean, Kyle Hamilton's a beast. Marlon Humphrey, Roquan in the middle, leading the whole thing. They got a bunch of dogs over there on defense. So we just got to make sure we're on the same page as an offense. They show a lot of different looks. They're fast. They play hard. So we're going to have to be on our P's and Q's just with, our adjustments. It's going to be loud. So might not be able to hear. So our signals, whatever it is, got to be on the same page. But I think if we're all on the same page, we'll have a shot. But we got to get there. We still got some stuff to work on. You mentioned Roquan and Hamilton.
Yeah, I mean the thing that Amon-Ra is kind of talking about there is he mentioned Marlon Humphrey. Marlon Humphrey mainly plays in the slot at this point. and Amon-Ra is going to be in the slot as well. So there's going to be matchups there. The only thing with Marlon Humphrey is he hasn't really been good this year, and I don't think I'm trying to look at last year. He was really good last year, but this year, for whatever reason, dealing with injuries, he hasn't been good to start the year. Marlon Humphrey.
He kept going down. I think week 1, I think he was like maybe concussion. I don't know. Something happened week 1. I remember watching. He was down a couple times.
Yeah, he's the 86th ranked corner according to PFF.
Marlon Humphrey was so good too for a little bit.
Yeah, he was great. Last year, he was the 5th ranked corner in coverage.
Yeah.
An 8th overall corner. This year, he's 86th in coverage, 106th ranked overall corner.
That defense right now, that secondary is just getting beaten up.
Miscommunication. Man. I don't even know it's just everything, to be honest. So
now they have a test. I think people do need to realize, like, with their secondary too, where people are like, hey, they are good. They have players. They have the names. Like, they're probably going into this week being like, look at this Detroit Lions team. I know we're all like, oh, this is a good Ravens team. We're 5-point underdogs. They might be looking at opposite. Like, this is a really good Lions team.
Yeah, they pose problems for the Ravens. It's the same way. I mean, Lamar's a freak of a player, but they have problems. They got to deal with these weapons, man. They got to deal with these weapons. I guess it's a good time to get to the over-unders. We got our over-unders for the game. And I know I kind of already mentioned Amon-Ra St. Brown. Maybe I'll just go under just for the jokes.
No, don't do that.
No, there's no way. I don't know what his line is. I'd like to know. So Boone, talk to me here. What's the over-unders for the game here? Let me get some let me just get this on right here. All right, let me get some music in the background here. All right. What we got
over-under? We're going. Obviously, it's just all offense. I do have some Ravens ones in there. I'm interested to see what people do for the Ravens. A lot of people typically just take all the overs for the Lions and unders on the Ravens. I don't think that's going to be the case here in this game. First one, let's do quarterbacks here, Jeff. Jared Goff, his over-under for passing yards on Monday night is 262.5. Do you think he goes over?
Wow, that's actually way higher. I mean, holy shit. 200. So we're talking almost 300 passing yards. Screw it. I'll take the over here. I think if they're going to win this game, I think he has to go over, to be honest. That's the vibe I'm getting. So although it's 260, I'm going over on it. Close to 300. I'll take it. Fuck it.
I like that too. I think I'm going over. I did say I'm going to put him at 250. I'm going to put him at 250 on the parlay on Monday night. So 262. I think I'm going to take that as well. I do like the over on that one. Lamar Jackson, Jeff. I'm interested in this one. Lamar Jackson's over under. Jared's at 260. Lamar's at 220.5. Are you going over on Lamar as well?
Yeah.
You think Lamar goes over?
Yeah, because I just don't. I'm going to go over on both quarterbacks. I just don't see, based on how these corners have played, I'm not confident that this man's going to go under on his passing yards. It's only at 220. I can see him throwing.
He's had this year 209 versus the Bills and 225 versus the Browns.
Yeah, give me the over because I think it's going to be an offensive game here. So I'll take over on the quarterbacks. I'll roll with that.
Wow.
I'll roll with that.
I'm going to go under.
Okay.
I think he's right at like 215, 220. I think he's like right at the mark. I do. Like Lamar goes over that line. Like last year, I'm looking at his game logs last year. In the playoffs, he had 250 versus the Bills. He had 175 in a win versus the Steelers. But I mean, there was games like versus Dallas, they won. He had 180. He had 150 versus the Bills in the regular season. 200 versus the Steelers, 170 versus the Chargers, 200 versus the Steelers again, 170 versus the Texans, 217 versus the Browns. Like he goes under that a decent amount, probably half of the amount of the time. I think they're going to try and run the ball on this team, and I think I'm gonna stay set on this, Jeff. I think the Lions do a good job of keeping the ball out of their offense's hands. I think they win the time of possession by a lot, so I think he's going to end up going under just based off of that.
By the way, nobody appreciate the $2. He says the aura in that pick, Booner. Let's go. Talking about your keys to victory pick there. Appreciate that.
Let's go, nobody. Appreciate that.
Yeah, appreciate that, brother.
The aura. I got aura.
Yeah,
How about that? All right, let's go to receivers now. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jeff, over under 71.5. You said last time versus the Ravens a couple years ago, he had 13 catches over 100 yards. What are you going to do here, Jeff?
Oh, give me the over, man. This is such a dude. This man is going to evaporate that secondary. This dude's going to eviscerate. Better word.
Run it up.
Run it up. He's going to I think he'll have another 100-yard game, honestly. 100-yard game.
Really?
Yeah. I think Amon-Ra's going to have like 7 for 110 or something. He's going to have something, a touchdown. I think he's going to have a big game against the Ravens. I just don't see. I mean, I have to attach him to Jared's over on the passing yards, so I'm kind of throwing him in there. But yeah, I think he's going to have a big game. Big game. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Give me the over.
Wow.
I would take the over on the catches too. I'd just slam every over for him. Over catches, over yards, touchdown. This dude's going to. I might have an Amon-Ra parlay on its own. Just over, touchdown. Give me this, man.
What about this? Jameson Williams over under is 49.5. Do you think I'm going to go before you go?
Yeah,
Give me the over on JMO. Give me the over on JMO. I'm getting a FaceTime call from Caleb right now. Mid-show. Do I answer it?
Of course. Is he wasted? Wait.
I'm calling him back. I'm going to tell him we're live.
Let me see Caleb. This is hilarious. What's he doing? Wait, what, the guy butt dial you?
I mean, I'm getting nothing out of him.
Oh, he's lagging. He's probably
yeah. Caleb, can you hear me? I just got this.
Oh,
there he is. Caleb, can you hear me? I'm getting nothing.
Okay.
Hang up on him.
This man, dude. All right.
Getting nothing from him. He must have had a few drinks. He's calling me.
That's the Caleb we need to speak to, is the couple drinks, Caleb. But yeah, give me the over on Amon-Ra and JMO. I'm taking JMO's too. I think JMO has another, I don't know about 100 yards, but he's going to hit the over on the 49.5. I mean, I can see him getting minimum 50 yards. I mean, minimum 50. So, yeah. Caleb's plastered.
Caleb.
There's no way he's not plastered. Good for him, though. Hell, I hope he's having a good time. But yeah, I want to talk to plastered Caleb. I mean,
yeah, I thought he was. Oh, wait a sec. You know what? My bad. I forgot I put on Do Not Disturb, so he might have called me. No, he didn't. I'll keep it open though. Yeah, I'm taking the over on JMO. I was in the middle of my spiel when he called. I think JMO has, again, 2 catches, 60 yards, if not more. I think what you're going to see out of JMO this year is just going to be a constant, every other game, it's just going to be an absolute bomb. But then also he's going to catch so many of these passes in the middle of the field or in open field. And dude, like that first catch that he had, it was 60 yards, one catch, that first one he had. And it was just because he just caught the ball. And it wasn't even like he just had like all of the room in the world. Like he just makes a move versus anyone. And he's too fast. Like you can't tackle him. That's why I thought at Bama, he was so incredible to watch, dude. Was like that speed versus like college athletes. Oh, Caleb's calling me now. Phone call. Caleb. He hung up. He calls me and then hangs up. Do I answer it or we keep going?
Oh, we gotta answer. But if he's lagging, then there's no point. I mean, he's absolutely. I mean, is this guy okay? He can't be physically okay.
I'm calling again. He just must have. Should we like leak his number? All right, next one here. Let's move on from that for now. Sam Laporta's number. I thought this was a little high. Maybe not. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm a little crazy, but it's 45.5, Jeff. What do you think?
I'm going to go under. And the reason, only slightly, I think he gets, I can see him, he's going to have about a 40-yard game this game, I think. And the reason why I'm not going to go over is because I haven't seen enough to say over for Sam Laporta yet. He's had a kind of a quiet start. Maybe this could be a breakout, but they could throw Kyle Hamilton on him. I mean, I know Nick P says the Ravens have been struggling with tight ends. Okay, fair point. I'm going to go under just slightly. I think it's about a 40-yard. It's like a 4 for 40 kind of game from Sam Laporta.
Am I crazy to take all 3 of these guys over?
I don't think. The reason why I'm also taking over or under on this is because I think Tesla's gonna have he's gonna have 2 catches, 40 yards, something like that. I think Khalif will have a catch. I think Jameer gets. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll be more.
I'm taking the over. I think these are the 3 guys that go off.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I'm gonna go slightly under.
Next one here, I have. Let's go running backs. David Montgomery. His line's at 38.5. Do you think he gets more carries and gets some more production here? In this Ravens game on Monday night.
Yeah, he's
38.5.
going to be like a 12 carry, 13 carry game for 50 yards, 60 yards. I think he hits the over on this. So I'm gonna rock with that. I think Demont gets more than 40 yards. I mean, we're talking 38.5 rushing. I mean, from David Montgomery. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Give me Demont.
Yeah, I would say over 2. I think he's in the 40s, 50s. He's been getting, what was it? He's getting 22 carries so far, average almost 4 a carry. So I would think he gets there. Next one, Jahmyr Gibbs. I did his all-purpose line, Jeff, at 83.5. Do you think he has a big game on Monday?
I can see it. I think he's obviously a big part of the passing game. It's been known. I mean, week 1, people got mad about the check down stuff. Week 2 is a little more quiet. I can see him sprinkle in 30. I can see about 30, 40 yards receiving from him alone, to be honest. And I think he gets probably Demont-type production in the run game, if not more. So, yeah, he's going to clear this. I can see 100 yards all-purpose from him for sure this game. Just combined, yes.
Last 2 here. These are not Detroit Lions players, Baltimore Ravens guys. Derrick Henry's line is at 88.5 rushing on Sunday or on Monday night. Are you taking the 88.5, or do you think that the Lions are able to keep him under his line, under essentially 90 yards?
88.5. That's such a good line. That's perfect, probably.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's a good line.
You know what? I'm gonna roll with faith. I'm gonna go under. Wow. I think he's probably I can see 70s, 80s, probably 14 carries, 80 yards, something like that. He'll probably have a 30-yard run, but I think they do a pretty good job for the most part. I think Lamar's going to be, if they win this game, it's going to be a Lamar type of performance. I think they'll
do back to back here real quick. Then Lamar's at 42.5. Are you taking his over rushing? Okay. Over. I was going to do the same thing. I was going to go under on Derrick Henry. I think he gets around 75, 80, probably in the 80s if the number's at 88. And then I think Lamar's the one that we're going to be a little stressed out about, to be honest, more so.
He'll be scrambling for first downs. I can see over that for Lamar.
Yeah, that's my thought process on it. It's Lamar.
I would be shocked if Derrick runs for $120 this game. I think they do a decent. I think they keep him under his line. I mean, maybe that's just me going out. I don't know if it's on a limb or not. I think this Lions run defense.
They've stopped in the past, even last year, and it's a similar run defense as last year. You still have the same kind of front 7, and they've stopped big time running backs in the past, right? They've stepped up and held big time running backs to 50 yards in games. So I wouldn't be shocked if they did it. I don't know the last Derrick Henry type player that this Lions team's gone up against, but I would hope under 90 is good. That's all the lines that I have though for the game.
If they can do that, they have a pretty good chance. They'll have a better chance of winning this football game. I mean, just don't let the guy get 150 rushing yards. Before we get to Pick'em, which we will get to, and we still have to get to, I have to tell you about our friends over at Sleeper, which, by the way, big shout out to them as always for sponsoring the program, which, by the way, Sleeper, if you guys don't know, I don't know, you must be living under a rock, the best fantasy sports and real money gaming app focused on bringing people together through sports and gaming. Sleeper has become the fastest organically growing fantasy platform in the world with over 6 million users as of 2023 and only continuing to grow while earning some of the highest levels of engagement in the industry. At Sleeper, it's not just about sports. It's about building personal connections and lasting memories. They also have Sleeper Picks, which is their real money product that connects friends over picks. It's very simple. You choose 2 to 8 of your favorite players from pregame, live, or even across different sports. You pick more or less than the predicted stats. And on Sleeper, you can get up to 1,000x payouts. Share with your friends, get rewarded together. Always remember to gamble responsibly. All right, it is time to get into Pick'em, which, by the way,
it's just us.
What'd you say?
It's just us this week. I mean, I guess the boys can text their picks, but
yeah, no. Gentry said he can't make it.
He texted me and said he's going to try. Yeah, I haven't heard back. I didn't text him back because we're on the show, but I'm guessing he's not back. He hasn't hit me.
All right. So we'll see if he joins.
I think we should have a penalty if you miss a show.
You get a game. You get an L on the category.
Oh yeah.
1 L.
I don't.
We'll talk to the committee. We'll see. All right, let's do this thing. So
we are the committee.
Yeah, we are the committee.
I am the committee. I run this thing.
So what record-wise? So we have technically by win percentage, Lukas Klotz in first place. He's 6-4. Booner and me are tied for second at 10-11. Caleb's fourth. He's 9-12, and Mike is last 3-7. Because Mike and Lucas have only done 10 games. Me, you, and Caleb have done 21 games. So they've done half the games, which is why you brought up earlier. We got to talk to the committee about that.
What do we do? Because at the end of the year, I'm right there with you. I last year, I told you, I didn't care because there was no way they could have came back and beat me. But I see with you trying to get second, third, where you wanted second. I get it now. Like,
it's fake news. I got second. I still will. I'll die in the grave thinking that. There's no way.
It's something else, dude. I don't know how to feel about it, to be honest.
What's the slate look like? I haven't checked the slate of games.
We've got 10 today. I'll start us off here with game number 1. And we can go through this fast if you want, because I did do some college football in there.
Oh,
Jeff,
okay.
I threw 5 college football games in there. I don't know if we want to do college football, but I feel like there's some good games this weekend in college football. So first game, we have the Raiders at the Commanders. No Jaden Daniels. It's Marcus Mariota starting for the Commanders. They're still 3-point favorites at home. Who are you taking here, Raiders or Commanders?
This is such a tricky game because we've seen Marcus Mariota start before and they won. Raiders are coming off a disgusting performance. I know Brock's still banged up too. This one's this is probably the hardest. I don't know what the other games are. This got to be the toughest. Actually,
it's a tougher one. It is actually, it's a tough one. This one's not like a walk in the park.
Wait, so I'm just making sure, by the way, I go first?
Yeah, we'll just do it. It just flow-wise, at this point, we don't have anyone else here.
Yeah,
me saying the games and then saying my pick, we might as well just go to you. Unless you really are like worried about it. But I mean, last week you just picked every pick that I had.
I'm joking. Yeah, so, no. Okay, well, that's why I like. Actually, I'll go first, so you can't say that.
Exactly. And then next week we'll get back on track with the order, and we'll figure that out.
So I'm going to take the Raiders here. I don't love it, but I'm going to go Caleb here. The vibes. That's where I'm going with this one. This game's tough to call. I'm going vibes with the Raiders after last week's performance. So
this guy went vibes.
I'm going vibes. I'm going vibes on this one.
I am opposite of you here. I do not listen to what you say and take the same pick. I'm going opposite. I'm going head to head with you on this. I don't. This Raiders team, I'm gonna be honest, dude. Their offensive line is so bad. Like offensively, they couldn't get anything going. Geno Smith's throwing like a million picks. Even though you could take the pick away at the end of the half because he just threw it up, it was like a punt essentially. But either way, though, give me the Commanders. I do enjoy. There's 2 things I enjoy betting on throughout the NFL season. One, it's after a head coach gets fired. I love taking the team because the players rally around the interim. And 2, I love taking plays with like backup quarterbacks that have a lot of hype. Marcus Mariota kind of obviously not hyped to like be a starter in the NFL, but like Mariota's been in the league a while. People are like, oh, it's Mariota. Like that always ends up being a win for that team. So give me the Commanders. Second game.
I wish that line, by the way, I wish that line was 3.5. I hate that.
I wish it was 2.5 for me. I wish it was 2.5. Do you want me to check and see if it's moved either way?
This could be big. Yeah, this could be big.
This could be a game changer for me or you.
Yeah, if it's 3.5, I feel a lot better.
It's 3 still. It's still 3.
All right, whatever.
No, it's still 3. All right, Packers are on the road in Cleveland. They are 7.5-point favorites. Jeff versus the Cleveland Browns. Joe Flacco versus Jordan Love. Micah Parsons and Myles Garrett. Who are you taking here?
This is another one where we have the Packers coming off 2 dominant performances.
Huge performances, yeah.
People are going to ride on the Packers. But here's the thing with the Browns. I think they can cover this game. And I know it sounds crazy, but I think Jordan Love, he hasn't shown we still think Jordan Love a little inconsistent. And this is on the road. It's in Cleveland. Give me the Browns to cover, but the Packers win this game. I'm going there. I'm going with that. Give me the Browns to cover, but the Packers win this game.
Wow. You know what's crazy? I had the same exact thing. 7.5 points, a touchdown. The Packers defense is insane. Somehow the Browns, even though how bad they are, they just stay in games. It's really weird, dude. It's one of the more, I don't know. It's a weird thing. Every year. So give me the Browns as well. Next game here. Jeff, this one's an interesting one. Mike Tomlin and the Steelers, 1.5 point favorites on the road versus the New England Patriots. Mike Vrabel coming off their first win of the season. Who are you taking?
This, I'm gonna rock with the Steelers here because I think they respond after a loss. I think they're gonna bounce back, and I think this defense is going to give Drake May a little bit of problems. All right. And I'm going to rock. It's an ugly pick. It's only 1.5, which I like. I think the Steelers find a way to sneak out with this win by like a field goal.
Okay.
So give me the Steelers here.
All right. Now I see the problem you were running into last week because this is a back-to-back pick where I'm taking the same as you. I do like the Steelers. One reason I like the Steelers, Caleb Johnson no longer will be returning kicks for the Steelers. Positive, that means that's one less touchdown for the other team. So I'll be taking the Pittsburgh Steelers as well, 1.5. I actually do. I think the Steelers might win this game by like a touchdown. I think it was like such an emotional high for the Patriots last week getting their first win under Mike Vrabel, to where there's like kind of like a little bit of a, hey, they're too excited. The Steelers had such a tough loss to where like they should be 2-0 right now, and they should and they're mad about it. Mike Tomlin, the defense, the offense, and now they're about to go in there and beat this team by like a touchdown. So I'm taking the Steelers as well. Do you want me to go first so we're not doing this? We can go back and forth a little bit here, actually.
Oh, because you get it now.
Yeah, because I feel it a little bit. I feel the pressure here. Rams at Eagles. Eagles are 3.5 point favorites versus the Los Angeles Rams. Jeff, I'm going to say this. I love revenge games. This is a Matthew Stafford, Los Angeles Rams, Sean McVay revenge game versus the Eagles. If there was no snow, in my opinion, in the playoffs last year, the Los Angeles Rams beat the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles are never Super Bowl champions. I don't know if you remember the whole thing down the end of the stretch there. Stafford almost beat the Philadelphia Eagles last year in the playoffs. He had a drive to go down there and score a touchdown to win the game. I think it was Tyler Higbee dropped a ball. That was right. Like he dove for it. It was a tough catch, but dropped it. Give me the Rams plus 3.5. I'll take the 3.5 here. I think it's going to be a really close game. I think whoever wins this game wins it by field goal. Give me the Rams. Put the pressure back on you now. I put the pressure back on you.
I almost just want to say the Eagles just so we don't have the same pick. But
say a real pick. I'm gonna tell you this too. I'm gonna tell you this. I have already picked all my picks already. So like, there's no like getting around that. Like I have the same exact. I've already put my picks in. They're locked in.
I'm gonna rock with the Rams. I'm gonna rock with my original pick here.
The
thing that worries me is how bad Emmanuel Forbes is. I mean, but then Jalen Hurts still hasn't really. They haven't
thrown the ball all year. They like, dude. Jalen Hurts has 90 passing yards last week. They don't throw the ball. Can they stop the run? Yes, they have a great defensive line, good linebackers.
Yeah, you know what?
Rams.
Actually, I'll go opposite of you. Give me the Eagles.
I mean, I already locked your pick in.
Give me the Eagles.
All right. I'll switch it. All right, next game here, Jeff. Bengals at the New York Jets. This is an ugly game. No Justin Fields. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Justin Fields is out. Don't know why they're 3-point favorites. Am I going crazy? Is this the right game?
Bengals Jets? Yeah. Well, no, it's
Bengals Vikings. It's Bengals Vikings. That's not me. I typed in Jets. It's Bengals Vikings. Okay. Yeah, because I was going to say, I swear this was like a battle of the backups. Bengals at the New York or at the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings are 3-point favorites. That changes everything now. That changes a lot because Carson Wentz revenge game.
Yeah.
I'll let you go first on this one because I picked the Bengals because I thought they were playing the Jets.
Well, you said Carson Wentz revenge game?
Well, he's just back playing football. That's all.
It gets the Bengals.
It has nothing to do with the
Bengals. You
Bengals.
play the Eagles actually in a couple of weeks, the Vikings. That'll be
but I'm sure JJ will be back.
Yeah, give me the Vikings in this one. I think they find a way to get it done with Carson Wentz. I know they have Jake Browning in, but I don't know. I think Carson Wentz will be fine. I think he'll be fine. And JJ, that defense is bad. They're going to be able to score some points.
I'm going to go. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm going to go Vikings as well. If the Bengals were playing the Jets, the original team I thought they were playing, I was going to go Bengals. But I do think there's no way that the Vikings start 1-2, and there's no way Kevin O'Connell doesn't. Kevin O'Connell is like a quarterback whisperer with backups. He is going to have Carson Wentz ready to go. So I'm going to go the Vikings in that game. Next game, Texans at Jags. Jags are 1.5-point favorites. Jeff, I'm just going to throw my pick out there real quick. Just give me the Jags. I'm over the Texans. That offense sucks. CJ Stroud might suck. I don't know. It's actually not fun to watch that team right now. And the Jags, they just keep playing good football. I know they lost. Keep playing good football, though. I'll take them 3 points at home. Oh, actually, it's 1.5. The line moved. It's 1.5. I was looking at a different. I'm all over the place right now. It's 1.5.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the more desperate team here. I'm going to go Texans. I think they're coming off a big loss last week. They had it in the bag. I think they find a way to respond. I'm going to go Texans.
Texans, really?
Yeah, I'm going to rock with the Texans here.
That's a crazy pick, dude. I don't think I would ever trust this Texas team.
Yeah, and actually, they might have some injuries too, but I'm still going with them.
Yeah. All right. Denver Broncos are on the road versus the Los Angeles Rams. Jeff, or Los Angeles Chargers. Dude, I am all over the place right now. Versus the Chargers. The Chargers are 3-point favorites at home versus the Denver Broncos. Who are you taking?
If it just feels like it's like a different year. I mean, I think you want to lean the Chargers. I mean, the way they're playing ball right now is just impressive, man. Like they're playing some great ball, and I know they don't have Khalil Mack, which is fair. But I'm gonna rock with the Chargers here. I mean, at least, I mean, I can see them winning at least the worst by 3.
Yeah. And can we get T-Conk involved? Can we get our guy involved? Come on.
Yeah, give me the Chargers.
And you know what me and you are going to do this week? We're going to put just a straight bet on Tyler Conklin to get 30 yards.
Just for the name of the game, man.
Like plus 200. Shake on it right now. Hey.
The T-Conk single bet.
We can't do that. We can't hit him up about that. But single bet, 25 yards. I bet you it's like plus. Let me look it up real quick. What is it?
Text him. Hey, bro. Just let you know. We got you for 30.
Dude, never respond again.
It's like 25 yards. He's like, fuck.
Hold on a sec, bro. Let's see what he is. They don't even have him in here this week. They don't even have him on the slip. Maybe let me check a different app. Maybe a different app, bro. Come on now. Let's do this other game while I look this up. Next game, Jeff, is the Arizona Cardinals are on the road versus the 49ers. 49ers, I believe I looked it up earlier, not looking like Brock Purdy's going to play. So Sam Darnold, is it Sam Darnold? No.
Mac Jones, your boy.
Mac Jones, my guy is Mac Jones. I don't know why I still thought Sam Darnold was in San Fran. But yeah, no, Mac Jones is going to be starting. They're 3-point favorites, actually, Jeff. Who are you taking?
We'll go with the 49ers. I think they always have the Cardinals number. I know the Cardinals have played pretty good football, but I don't know. Maybe the Mac Jones magic, man. I don't know. I'm getting a good vibe from it. So I'm going to rock with the 49ers at home. I respect the Cardinals, but I think they at least –
yeah, I'm right there with you. I had put down the 49ers. I just think, dude, the fact that they're 3-point favorites still with Mac Jones, I think tells you everything you need to know about this Cardinals team and this 49ers team. So I'll take the Cardinals. 2 more games here left. Dallas Cowboys are 1.5-point favorites on the road versus not your Chicago Bears. Who are you taking?
Give me the Cowboys. Just don't have a reason to trust this Bears team. And they have so many injuries, dude. They're missing Jalen They're missing Jalen. They're missing Kyler. They're missing some DBs. I think CeeDee Lamb, big game. Like I think he's.
Oh yeah, I was thinking the same thing. And
he's gonna have like $150 against these dudes, man. So yeah,
CeeDee Lamb anytime touchdown too. Like
I'm with you. So yeah, give me the Cowboys.
Yeah, I have the Cowboys written down as well. And then the last game here we have for it, and then obviously Monday Night Football. We'll talk about that on Monday night with the Lions for our pregame show and everything. So we do not have that on our pick'em. And then we'll do some college football here real quick as well. The Kansas City Chiefs, Jeff, are on the road in New York versus the Giants. They are 5.5-point favorites. I'll just get this out of the way before you go. I think the Kansas City Chiefs have a massive bounce back week. I think they win by double digits versus the Giants this week. Give me the Chiefs minus 5.5.
Yeah, I'm with you. Give me the Chiefs, man. I think they need this.
Yeah.
Need this.
There's something inside of me. I'm missing a game on yours. I don't know why. I just noticed. Vikings, Texans. 3. Oh, you picked the Cowboys.
Yeah.
There's something inside of me that does feel I still think this Chiefs team is going to be good. I think I was telling you that. I just think once they get back those two receivers, dude, this Chiefs team's going to end up being something else. Because that defense is good. I know their defense gave up a ton of points week 1, but that defense with Spags, like they're going to be very, very good. And as soon as Patrick Mahomes gets his number 1 and number 2 wide receiver back, they're going to be just fine. And I think like these games, they're going to dominate in these games and show like how they actually are contenders versus bad teams.
I'm with you.
I'm with you. You ready, college football? Before mailbag? I have 6 games here. And do you want to count these towards pick 'em? I think we could. We should. Gives us a little bit more of juice on Saturday. It gives us some juice on Saturday. It's fun.
NFL pick 'em.
No, I am the director of the pick 'em. I've created it and I'm the one that runs it. I am putting my foot down this week. We're gonna test out college football and pick 'em. We're gonna test it out.
We can't throw in college pick 'em randomly in the season.
Listen, I don't want to like run a dictatorship here, but I'm just saying I'm throwing it in this week. They're good games.
They are great games. We're
going to be watching them tomorrow. Why not have something to cheer for? We have a side on each one of these big games.
We can have NFL pick 'em and college football pick 'em.
We'll consider it. I'll consider it. I'll go to my team, and my team will talk it over, and we'll get back to you.
All right, let's go.
It's kind of like the Monday Night Football a couple weeks ago when you guys were like, I don't know about it. And I said, no, we're throwing it in. All right, big game here. Texas Tech, they're 17th in the country at number 16, Utah. Utah's 3.5-point favorites. I'm going to go here first, Jeff. I love Kyle Whittingham.
Oh, he's excellent. Yeah.
He is one of my favorite head coaches. And I don't know if you knew this. I believe it's his last year coaching football for the Utah Utes. They are going to beat this team by like double digits. I think they dominate this game. I know it's a big game, big noon kickoffs there. It's a massive matchup. Give me Utah though. I'm taking them by a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I'm with you on Kyle Whittingham, man. They find a way to win games. They got a great program, so I don't care what's the spread you said. 3.5 at home. I mean, yeah, I like that.
I have not actually watched Utah this year either, so I'm not familiar with their team yet. This is going to be my first time watching Utah this year because I'm so used to Cam Rising, dude, for like 7 years. We just had Cam Rising and Kyle Whittingham.
Yeah, they got Devin Dampier. He's I'm seeing.
I haven't watched him play this year. I haven't. I'll admit it. I've not watched Utah once.
I mean, he's playing well for him.
They're one of the best teams in the country at home as well. They just do not lose at home. It's incredible. It's actually incredible.
Crazy. Yeah, I'm going with you. Give me Utah.
Kyle Whittingham, I think, pulls up in the Harley to home games.
The aura farming.
Dude. Oh, I remember watching College Game Day last year, and he pulled up the College Game Day set in a Harley, just hopped off. The crowd cheering around him. I was like, this guy's just got it, dude. You know, he knows what it's about, man. In Utah, the mountains. Unbelievable. Shout out Utah. Shout out Utah. All right. Auburn, number 22, Auburn, Jeff, is on the road versus Oklahoma. Let me double check these odds real quick. Oklahoma, 6.5-point favorites. They're favored by a touchdown. John Mateer. We actually got to see them play in Michigan. I think John Mateer is very good. I will tell you what, though. Auburn's not bad themselves. This feels like it's going to be like a bad. Okay, give me Auburn 6.5. I'll tell you why. Look at what the Michigan team did. Auburn, you can argue Auburn, Michigan, probably similar. They're in that same tier. Michigan stuck around, and I know they ended up losing by basically double digits, but like they were in that game one possession when it came down to it down the stretch. I think Auburn's going to be the same thing versus Oklahoma. As much as I love Mateer, dude, he is unbelievable. That was my first welcoming moment to him, like figuring out who he was reverse Michigan. I'm taking Auburn in this game.
Yeah, and I just found this out today too. Jackson Arnold, the quarterback for Auburn, he was at OU. So
revenge. Are you taking Auburn then?
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Game. Love a good revenge game.
He was at OU his first 2 years. So yeah, I think they cover. They find a way to cover this game. But give me Oklahoma to win. But yeah, 6.5. I'll take Auburn on that.
All right, next game. Listen, I think this is a big game. This should have been one of the biggest. This should have been the biggest game of the year, or not of the year, of the weekend. But Florida has been trashed. They're 1-2. They lost to USF. They've lost to LSU. DJ Lagway threw for 5 interceptions last week versus Florida, and they only lost by 10 points, which was absurd, throwing 5 interceptions and only losing by 10. So LSU, good for them to win that game. But they are on the road, Jeff, versus Miami. Miami's, you could make an argument Miami with Carson Beck might be the best team in the country, and they're 7.5-point favorites in this game. Feels like that's a pretty big spread, I feel like, for this matchup, because I feel like this is kind of a in-state rivalry game.
For sure.
Yeah, I'll let you go first here because I'm interested.
Give me to you. I'm going with Carson Beck here. Yeah, he's dude's making $2 million from NIL. They've looked really good. I can see it. I think the important thing you mentioned is the rivalry game. I think it'll be relatively close. So that does give me a little more like, okay, 7.5. Yeah. I hate the number because
the number is so bad. I wonder if it's moved.
I can see it being a touchdown game, but I'm going to still go Miami.
The problem I have with this Miami team or with this matchup is with it being kind of a rivalry game, I get into a world where it feels like no matter how bad DJ Lagway plays, that it feels like they're just going to be in the game. Do you see what I'm saying? It feels like that type of game. But I'm going to go with you. I'm going to go with you. I'm going to go Miami, actually. I'm going to go Miami. I know 7.5 is ugly. This Miami team is just too good. They're way too good. Next one here. This one's also, Jeff. Let me make sure the spread's right here. Okay. I got the spread. 6.5. Okay. Number 9 Illinois is on the road at number 19 Indiana. This is an interesting one. I'm leaning towards. I'll tell you where I'm leaning. I won't make the pick right away, but I'll tell you where I'm leaning, Jeff. I'm leaning towards Illinois here. I like this Illinois football team, and Luke Altmaier he's very good. Like he's something else.
Yeah, he's been balling.
In Indiana, they're 3-0. Their wins are so far this year is Old Dominion, Kennesaw State, and Indiana State. But they beat Indiana State 73-0, Kennesaw State 56-9, and Old Dominion. I don't know, stutter there, 27-14. I'm taking Illinois.
I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you. It's a big number. Hesitated with kind of Miami and Florida. I'm not going to hesitate with this one. I think Illinois covers this game.
How is Illinois a 6.5-point underdog? That feels like the biggest steal of all time.
Yeah, it seems disrespectful.
Hey, Cignetti is unbelievable too. I think he's one of the best coaches in the country. The fact of what he's done in his career, dude, he has been at JMU and then coming to Indiana. I was telling someone the other day, like, dude, with Cignetti, it's so fun. I enjoy, a lot of people hate him because of his post-game press conferences and when he goes on McAfee and he's like, Google me. I love that stuff in college football. Like, I live for it. I think that stuff is so good. I love like the cockiness of him being like, I win. Google me. Like, go look me up. Like, all right, dude. Like, yeah. That's who you want, like, leading your program. So I do like Indiana. I think it's going to be a good game. But Illinois, dude, Luke Altmaier, the fact you're getting him as a 6.5-point underdog, that's unbelievable. 2 games left here, and I'm sure you can guess what games these are. Michigan State at number 25, USC. USC, this 18.5-point favorites, Jeff. 18.5-point favorites. That's
So it seems
astounding.
It seems kind of crazy. Not crazy because USC looks actually really. I will say this about USC, Lincoln Riley. It seems like formula wise, I know they've kind of had a different. They've kind of moved on like post Caleb, and they have like I think the quarterback they have was Jaden Mayava. He's playing well for him. 18.5 does seem like a massive number.
So big, dude. 3 touchdowns.
Oh, I think fuck it. I'll say MSU covers this game. I'm gonna give him. I can't believe I'm saying it. I'm gonna say MSU covers this game, but USC wins. 3 touchdowns just seems. I don't know.
I'm gonna do the same exact thing. I'm taking MSU. That seems like a lot in a Big Ten matchup. If Michigan State loses by more than 18, they're bad. They're just not a good team. Even though they've won and they've beat Boston College and Youngstown, they've beat some team. Youngstown you really can't count. But either way though, like you can't lose by 18. That's not good. It's not good for a football team. So I'll take Michigan State as well, 18.5. Last game here, Jeff. Number 21, the Michigan Wolverines. 1.5 point favorites on the road in Nebraska versus Patrick Mahomes Jr. What are you taking here? Biff. Hey, big Biff. And you see our head coach?
Yeah,
I'm not going to say it, but I wouldn't mind if Biff is our guy all year, dude.
No,
he is. Dude, he's a unit. Did you see the car he pulled up in?
No, I didn't.
Oh, my gosh. Hold on.
Wait.
Ooh. Oh, my gosh. Did you not see the car that he pulled up in? My cousin showed me.
The players love him. That dude's a legend. They love that guy.
Oh, dude. I want them.
Let me see the car.
Hold on. I'm trying to find it.
That's insane. What did he pull up in? I did not see this.
Oh my gosh, I gotta find it.
If not, I'll look at it after. I mean, this is
no, dude. We're finding it before we get off, dude. It is incredible. Oh, why can't I find it? Does anyone have it? My cousin showed it to me. And I was like, there's no way Biff pulled up in that. Oh, here it is. This is it. I don't know if it's true or not, but Jeff, bro, this guy is different if this is his whip.
He pulled up in it. This?
That's Biff's car, dude. And if I zoom in, look.
Wait. Biff pulled up in that Rolls Royce.
Look, it says reserved. Biff Poggi. That's Biff Swift. He pulled up on that on game day last week as the head coach, dude. He said, I'm coaching. He backed in and everything. He said, I'm a back in. Nice Rolls Royce.
He pulled up in the Rolls Royce. You know what? That changes the pick. I think I'm going to rock with Michigan now.
Oh, give Michigan money line -1 or -1.5. Give me Michigan.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
And he was like, he's like, Bryce Underwood is Batman. Like, fires me up. Like, yes, dude, he is.
Yeah.
Have you heard some of his quotes, like him talking to the media?
No.
Oh, dude, he was. I mean, he was throwing like let him do press conferences all year, dude. This guy is unbelievable. He was out there just being like, what did he say, dude? He was Bryce. Let me look it up. Bryce Underwood.
Called him Batman.
Dude, he did. He called him Batman in one of the interviews. Now everyone's starting to call Bryce Underwood Batman. This is a quote from him. I have a Labrador Retriever who could coach that guy. We're talking about Bryce Underwood. And look at him, bro. Look at him sit here, too, dude. Like, think about being at a press conference with my guy with this look on his face. Just an absolute unit. Being like, I have a Labrador Retriever that could coach this guy. He's that good.
Wow. Yeah, big. You know what? Big Biff, man. I'm taking Michigan on that 1.5. Fuck it.
I'm a fan of Biff, man.
I'll take it. That's free. All right. Appreciate you all. Have a great weekend. And don't forget.
Hold on, dude. Can we not end it yet? I'm sorry. I know you got things to do you want to do.
No. Let's play it.
He might actually be Batman. He might actually be Batman. He might actually be
This
Batman.
dude-
Oh,
it looks
dude.
like Caleb's grandpa. That's what it looks like.
It does, dude.
That is you know what? We'll be back Monday.
Shout out. Hey, Biff, Michigan money line tomorrow over Nebraska. Let's go. Bryce
There you go.
Underwood. 50
Appreciate
rushing
you all.
yards.
Have a great rest of your weekend. Stay blessed out there. And
See you guys.
we'll
Love you
catch
guys.
Monday. Peace.